Mushrooms are in there. Let's give them a clean. Have fun. Okay, there's that batch. This time you can come with me. Let's see how much dry we got and see what our fresh to dry ratio is. 7.95. 9.18 to 1. The dry rates on this fire haven't been as good as some years because most of what's producing is in those wet drainages. So that's right on track. Considering where we're picking them, to get under 10 to 1 is actually awesome. But I'm really hoping that some of the needle covered soft burn starts kicking in, because once it does, we should be getting better dry rates. Put our tag in there. And this box still has room for next time. Today is going to be an adventure. 4 of us are going to go in and bring 2 pack boards, and we have to quad way in, so there'll be multiple quad trips. Once we're all in there, we can pack board down the hill and try to carry on where Robbie and I had a pretty good lead the other day. And we don't know if there was more mushrooms, but it was showing that there was no signs of other people picking, and we did get into a few good little areas, and then it was late in the day, so we're going to go expand on that. It's one of the last areas we haven't really checked over, so it's our best shot at this point in the season. Okay, so we're gonna leave the truck here at the end of the airstrip. Ben and Luke. Ben just arrived last night.
Love you too.
You probably they're gonna pick around here while I shuttle the pack boards and Robbie further in, and then I'll come back and grab them. And we got 3 of us on this quad. Time to go for a rip, bud. Okay, we've parked the quad, and let's go meet up with Robbie. Biggest crew yet this season. Here, look at that false morel right there. Just gonna walk into where Robbie is, and then I'll put the drone up in the air, and we'll get a nice visual of this whole section of the burn. We can all look at that and have that image in our minds while we're picking today. I'll also screenshot it, so I have a photo of the whole area on my phone, and we can look at that throughout the day and make sure we're not missing anywhere. There's Robbie. Taking a screenshot with the drone really helps with communicating while we're in the patch, and we can make sure we don't miss any of the strips of soft burn as we go. In this photo you can see the airstrip where we have the truck parked. And here you can see where Robbie and I were harvesting in the previous episode, where we found those huge green fire morels. Okay, here's our anchor point with the pack boards. We've waypointed it, and we stopped here because it's where we got some mushrooms the other night, and there's quite a few more. So that's what we're battling right now. Lots of blown out mushrooms. Thousands of them through this area of the burn, and they're just spreading spore everywhere. But there's no trees alive to take that spore. Hopefully it reaches far enough. Oh, I can see Robbie across the green over there. And this one here is still good. It's trying to spore because it's getting so much sun, but it's actually nice and firm still. The sunlight will do that when they're at this stage of growth. That's why sun drying isn't ideal in many cases. You need airflow When the mushrooms are younger, it's a little more reliable. You lose mass and quality if you sun dry when they're mature mushrooms, which is when you get the most volume. Ooh, I found a little patch of greenies. Beautiful mushrooms. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Look how beautiful that is with the greens. Awesome. First time where it's actually like a small patch of greens. Absolutely a treat to harvest these. Now it's fairly slow, but it's extremely consistent. They're just not they're not very big because it's so dry and they're just starting to come up. But it's been greens the whole way, so my bucket just looks incredible right now. It's almost full. That's the best greens we've seen. Incredible. Greens with no worms, and these ones were fully mature. So that's a very good sign. So I got a basket and a half, almost a full basket of greens there. Very encouraging. We're all meeting up at the packboard here and having some lunch. Okay, the four of us are walking down to where the greenies are, and then from there we can spread out. Spreading out from here. Let's see how much further it goes.
Down then and then cut over and come up towards you. If I cut up from here, I'll just be behind you guys pretty much, I think.
Okay, roger that. Okay, Luke's found some monsters here. Big greens. Nice. Now I've hit a patch of giant conicas. They're just super nice condition. I just picked about 30 that big. Nice. So there's an ugly blown out morel. I want to show you guys this. For those that don't already know, when the conica species, blackfire morels, when they get old, they get this long stem sometimes. Usually when they're still able to be picked and they're fresh, they won't have that long stem. Very different than the M. americana species, which can have a long stem like this while they're still perfectly fresh. This species doesn't usually have that, and the long stem indicates that it's too old a lot of the time. Oh, it's extremely hot out today. and very dry, hot. Did basically manage to fill it there. And it's probably 60% or so greenies. The rest are conicas. Luke and Robbie are down that way somewhere, about 400 meters, which is nearly half a kilometer. And then Ben is way down, probably a kilometer that way, and checking a lower section down towards the river that goes into the lake. So here's a very nice basket of beautiful conicas. So there's not very many left on this fire that are that nice. And then the basket of greens, separated out and graded. Luke and Ben are still on their way, but we have 3.5 baskets of conicas to 2 perfect baskets of greens. Way higher percentage of greens than we've been getting. Before it was like less than 5% of our day, and now we're looking at like 40%, because Luke probably has mostly greens.
Yeah. We're really transitioning now, and soon it'll be day by day, it's going to get to 100%.
Yeah, and hopefully some blondes mixed in. Okay, we're just having a little break here, and we're loading some baskets up. Luke just came back, filled another full basket, and Ben is just coming back with another full bucket. Right on. You walked pretty far there.
Yeah.
Oh, you loaded it. Nice.
Yeah, you're done.
I'm glad I ran into those greens at the end.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a little bit. Just over 7.
You are a strong and tall man now.
Half mule. Okay, we're going to leave our packboard stashed here near the quad and do one last little pick, and then buzz back to the truck after that. Huge false morel right here. That thing. Let's do it. All right. We have the 8 baskets stashed in the truck. Just managed to fit it all in there. Now I'm going back to pick up Ben and Luke. Okay, we've all made it back to the truck now after some quad shuttling. And it's time to go back and make some good food. It all adds up. We had a roadside score. Robbie spotted a mushroom. After that whole day, we gotta grab that one mushroom. We can't bear to leave it.
Just naturals.
Oh, big old conica.
There's a bunch of conicas in there.
Home sweet home. And we returned to a whole plate of Randy's fried fritters. I got this black hand, but it's okay. I don't even care. Oh, they're hot. And here is the boiler master.
No, I'm not making dinner. Getting a break from making dinner.
Okay, there's today's pick. Not too bad, and some really nice greens. Beauties. We're gonna weigh them up and get them dried. Our daily weigh-in. Hopefully we break 100 pounds. It's gonna be close. So we got just under 95 pounds, and they're about to go into the dryer. Okay. All the mushrooms are in the dryer, and it's whistling away. We also have our pine pollen coming along, so these ones here, this is a great example of how they've started to open up. We're catching all that pollen through the fine mesh here. You can see all that pollen coming out. Look at that. And they looked like this just yesterday. See how they're more green? So these ones will open up by tomorrow. It's a pretty short window with the pine pollen. The season is very short for harvesting it, so they have to chase the elevation. But we're in one elevation here, so we've got a real short window of just about a week. And then here's yesterday's morels. These are basically done, but I'll clean them tomorrow morning. And then we also have our Ivan tea, which is fermenting nicely. It's about halfway there. Well, we worked hard for that today, but it was a beautiful day. And it was quite an adventure going on that quad and everything else. I hope everybody enjoyed it. And the sun is shining. What do I smell? Oh, something smells real good in here, Chef Robbie.
Yeah, the chicken and chorizo paella.
Holy moly.
Now it just sits for 20 minutes and dinner's ready.
Delicious. The grand unveiling of the paella. Oh my gosh. Look at that caramelization and the steam coming off of there. Perfectly cooked.
Can't wait. I didn't have to cook. No, I don't have to think about dumb cookbooks.
It's gonna be a thing now because it's in like every time we eat you mention it. Well, we got the boiler going, so we have hot showers ready to go. Today is a slower day, hanging out at the cabins, trying to wait for those greenies to grow a little bit more. Randy, Robbie, and Luke are out getting a few for a shorter harvest today. And then tomorrow I plan on going in with Ben and doing another packboard harvest. So hopefully tomorrow we can hit another good patch. It's time to do some mushroom cleaning. Beauties. We'll get the rest on here as well. Alrighty, that's the 95 pounds of fresh. Shrank down to just that. Okay, I think we got a better rate on these ones. So we got an 8.18 to 1. Right on. Look over there, you can see that is wildfire smoke from a different wildfire. I think it's coming in from the north. There was a 1,000-hectare fire not too far away from here, so I think it's drifting in from there. I don't think it's from the really big ones that are in eastern Canada. Those ones are huge, they're way out of control. It's really bad because it's so early in the season. But I think this smoke is from a different one, maybe from northeastern BC, because that fire keeps restarting every year. There's an area that historically has burned for thousands of years, and it wasn't managed very well in the last 100 years. There was no controlled burning done. And now it's caught up and it keeps burning under the muskeg in the winter and then starting back up again in the spring. But now it's creeping right into the mountains, and that's a beautiful chunk of wilderness where the mountains are there. Hope they can get it under control. It smells like rain. It's close. Oh, we need it real bad. Could be the difference between the season ending this week or going for another 3 weeks. In the next few days, we gotta get rain. Well, we spent the evening eating fish from the lake and some homemade spaghetti while playing cards. And now I'm gonna put the mushrooms to bed. I didn't pick any mushrooms, just a handful near camp. But Luke, Randy, and Robbie went and got a few. And they're looking good. They're already almost dried. Close that up, so they're just pulling air from the wood stove overnight since it's almost raining. And it might get humid tonight. I hope it does. And I'm gonna take my packboard into here just in case it rains. Okay, gonna go hard tomorrow, so I need a good night's sleep. See you in the morning. And that concludes today's episode. If you enjoyed the video, then give it a like and subscribe to our channel to follow along. Let us know in the comment section what you enjoyed the most. You can find our online shop in the video description where we have dried morels available. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.